Welcome in. We're just hopping on. Happy Wednesday. Oh my God, I gotta set my trash out. I need to make a note. Hang on. Oh, I keep forgetting my trash. But welcome in. How are you? Take a big deep breath into your root chakra as you come in. Breathing out, sending your energy down to the ground, down to the ground. Taking another big deep breath in. Into that root chakra, as big of a breath as you can take. Breathe out down into the ground. Thank you for the heartbeat, Dylan. All I can see is the heartbeat because I'm sending the live out, but thank you. And then breathe out down into the ground. Thank you for consenting, Sophia. How are we feeling this Wednesday? The full moon is tomorrow. Yes, what is your question? So the full moon candles are listed. Kim, I know you already got yours. Thank you for the tiny dinies, Dylan. I don't know why I almost called you a different name because the screen says your name. Oh my Lord, but welcome in. We are just hopping on. Oh. I feel something very early tingling. So I feel like something's happening. I do. Take another big deep breath into that root chakra. Breathe out down into the ground. You're welcome. And let the light of confidence rain down on top of your head, through your body. It's a bright golden light. Rebecca, how are you? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Are you ready for the full moon? It's tomorrow. I will be here with you tomorrow. Lauren, welcome in. How are you? Megan, welcome in. Jackie, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Happy full moon eve. How are we feeling about it? To me, this full moon, while it is full mooning, you know, it feels very confident. And if you saw my email and you saw my post, you know that I wrote it like, take your life by the horns. This is the moon to do that. So link is in the bio to join us for that ceremony. Get your intention candle. How do you want to take your life by the horns? Let's open that up tomorrow. Good, Megan, I'm so glad. I don't know, I still need to buy my candle. I love that. And you saw me liking your messages. I thought that was so funny. But I feel like Will kind of get it. Like this meeting that we're gonna have, and then the candle ceremony that we're gonna have. I think he'll get it. All right, so breathing in confidence, let it fill the center of your body. Let it travel down your body. I give myself permission to be confident no matter what anyone else thinks. I give myself permission to stand in confidence no matter what anyone else thinks. I think TikTok really hates when I go live late. That's so annoying. It's annoying. I don't even have like a set schedule, and it does crazy stuff like this all the time. Hang on, I'm just sharing it to a couple more people. Okay. Yes, rooted in confidence. I allow myself to be present in my confidence. So let's work on that for a minute. Let's open that up. So I'm literally like opening your energy up. I'm opening a space right in the center of your body, letting your golden light shine. I allow myself to be confident, obviously, present in my confidence. Rebecca, I do not know. Hang on. 3, 4, 5, 6. If I'm counting correctly, I think there's 9 left. Lauren, thank you. I can't quite remember, but I think there might be 9 candles left. So opening up your body, I allow myself to get comfortable with what my confidence feels like. What does it feel like not to care what other people may think about me? What does it feel like to do things despite what other people may think? Letting that feeling start to resonate. And as that starts to resonate, I see smoke leaving the body, like little curly cues of smoke leaving the body. These are curly cues of doubt, curly cues of worry. You're fine, Rebecca. There should be plenty. Thank you, Rain. I got it off Amazon, I think. Annie, you're okay. I'm so glad you're here either way. Glad you're back. Happy Wednesday, Cassidy. How are you? How are we feeling this full moon eve? I feel like tonight's topic, of course, is divinely timed, as all of them are. I'd love you have it saved to email it to me. Oh, the shirt? Is that what you're talking about? Because tomorrow is the full moon's going to be in the sign of Capricorn. Oh, Cassidy. And Capricorn brings about a very ambitious, confident energy. If you know a Capricorn, they're pretty organized. They're pretty matter-of-fact type of sign. Oh, yes, Lauren. I think I still have... Let me go back and check. If not, I'll try to grab it from our chat. Thank you for the tiny Stephen and the Heart Me Jada. Thank you. And I'll send that to you, because I was doing that as I was cleaning out the candles, like, oh, look at this. And thank you for sharing, Jada. That was really cool, wasn't it, Lauren? But like I was saying, Capricorns aren't afraid to face challenge. Rebecca. And so tomorrow, it's going to be really intense in that Capricorn energy, that very confident energy, that very I'm not taking any shit energy. I'm doing what I need to do. I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let anyone else tell me what I am or am not going to do. So working on confidence tonight. Thank you for sharing, Annie. So that when you do the full moon ceremony tomorrow, again, link is in the bio. It says Full Moon in Capricorn TikTok Live. Purchase your candle. Put your intention for your candle in the note. There's a note section at checkout. What do you want to manifest in your life? What do you want to make room for in your life tomorrow night? How do you want to take life by the horns tomorrow night? And maybe your intention is just, I want to make room for this confidence that we're working on. You could do just that too. I would say that's an incredible intention to do. So again, link is in the bio to get your candle for tomorrow. I love that, Rebecca. He's so in tune and not even intentionally. So funny. So I am present in my confidence. I allow myself to feel what it is truly like to live in the freedom of confidence. It's how many times did we do a channel or a session or something, and then you're like, Will messaged me and said da 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 da, and it was the same stuff we had been talking about. How does this wizard know? I don't even know this man, and he's just pulling things out that we've been talking about. It's hilarious. Oh, Lauren. I feel your pain. Will the wizard, exactly. It was too funny. I'm like, what is happening? Is he inside my head? No, he's just really in tune. I give myself permission to break free of the chains of resentment and discouragement that has traveled in my family line. Literally breaking a chain that just came through so strong. Oh, Lauren, no, I get it. Have you tried chewing Tums or taking an antacid before it starts? That really helped me, because they're finding this link between this antihistamine response, this inflammatory response, and our cycles. For some of us, like me, who have PMDD, our body is literally having an allergic reaction almost. in simple, really simple terms, if you will, to it happening. And I found that doing that like makes a world of difference, better than any type of Midol, pain pill, anything could ever do. It sounds silly, but it works. I stand in my full confidence and I release the chains of discouragement. I'm hearing discouragement louder this time. It has traveled down my family line. Yeah, try it, Megan. It works. I mean, it really works. And I started taking iron because I was getting like almost passing out during that time of the month. And I'm like, ooh, this is dangerous. So now I'm on iron too. Yes, famotidine. Yeah, it works really well. Nuh-uh, Annie. It's like, I'm excited, but what? So see, this is why you need to be utilizing the moon. It's got power, it affects us, and we're like, what, 70% water? Use the moon. Join us tomorrow for our full moon ceremony. Link is in the bio. Magnesium is amazing too. Never tried that, I just have super mild cramps. I would try it. Jackie, yes. Corey, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Megan. So this energy healing work has helped it a lot, and then also those tips and tricks with like using an antacid has really helped me. But when I was first diagnosed, I went to the doctor. I was like, I want to throw myself off the roof when I'm on my period. And he's like, is it just happening on your period? I'm like, yes. And I feel horrible. And he was like, without hesitation, he's like, no girl, we're getting you on a different birth control. And it worked for a while. But I have migraines, and the type of migraines that I have make me more at risk for having a stroke. So I couldn't be on that birth control anymore. So then I just had to raw dog it for a while. And that was pretty rough. That was pretty brutal. I know, Annie, and a man's being credited with it. So dumb. That's what always is happening. Megan. I think my dog's staring at me. Oh, where'd she go? I don't know. I heard her. Did you not hear her? Like a little click clack of her nails. All right, I want to go into the chest. There's something in the chest that I feel like is being held back. It's an emotion. Actually, it's a lot of emotions. It's like, I want to, but I don't feel like I can. I don't feel like I can reach out and grasp it. Rebecca. Oh my God, Annie. That's terrifying. Terrifying. I'm not on it anymore. I haven't been on it in like 4 or 5 years. I was like, as I got deeper into this healing and like really started pushing myself like into this work, I was like, my body just like rejecting it. So I just stopped taking it. So I don't even take it anymore. It's weird how that happened, but it's just one of those things. All right, so lifting the veil, it's like a curtain, a heavy curtain. No, you didn't, Annie. When did it happen? I don't remember that. So lifting the veil, lifting the curtain. It's like a thick, like velvet curtain. It's like a yellow mustardy color. Annie, I am so sorry. Oh my Lord. That's terrifying. I'm so sorry. So lifting this heavy curtain. Girl, I'm glad you're here and okay now, but wow. That's like one of those things you think it's like one of those really rare side effects, and you're like, oh, that'll never happen to me, or I'll never know anybody that happens to. And then here it is. Wow. Good Lord, I'm so sorry. But keep lifting the curtain. It is safe to lift the curtain. and let all of your emotions out. Let the world see all of your emotions. Let the universe see all of your emotions. The universe already has seen them. The universe already knows them. You're not hiding anything from the universe. And to be really truthful, it really doesn't care. In a sense, like it's not sitting there going, oh, did you just see them throw a fit? Did you just see them cry over that? It doesn't care like that. Wow, Annie, that is crazy. Thank you for sharing, Rain. So you are safe to be fully expressive. You're not going to miss a blessing from the universe just because you had a certain feeling. It doesn't work that way. The universe does not operate that way. The universe does want you to see what's happening, see why you're feeling that way, and change it if needed. But it's not, I feel like, especially if you grew up religious, you kind of got into this, or I did at least, you kind of get into this thing where like, oh, I need to like just stop the feeling so I can be blessed. I need to like, you know, just be devoid of a certain emotion so that I can receive something. That's not how the universe operates, really and truly. It's the opposite. It wants you to feel. It wants you to figure it out. It wants you to understand. And it's not going to take away something necessarily just because you had a feeling that maybe wasn't the best one for you. You get what I mean? Lauren, I love it. I love it so much. It really resonated, what you were saying. So again, I give myself permission to lift this curtain. Let the universe hold the curtain. You stop lifting it. You stop holding the burden. Let the universe hold it above you and let yourself breathe. Take a big deep breath in. Breathe out. It really can be, Lauren. It's really good. I mean, you know, it's not infallible, right? Because it's a machine, just like it's just doing what it's taught, right? But it's really good at like picking out the patterns and facts that sometimes we miss. Oh my God, okay. I guess I was letting out some energy there. Thank you. I give myself permission to breathe. I give myself permission to be burdenless here and now. I am burdenless. Burdenless. Now that word doesn't sound right. Tonight's one of those nights. It's pre-full moon night, right? It's just gonna be what it's gonna be. Hello, come in here. Lucy, come here. She just keeps walking back and forth. I think she wants the cat food. I love that, Lauren. And thank you, Annie. Thank you, everyone. Want to do more work in the chest. I'm still so drawn to the chest. I'm seeing like a field with a sunset and like you're standing in it and this curtain is like hanging above you. Still feels a bit heavy, so I want to lift it up even more, lift it up and out even more. I give myself permission to speak to myself honestly. Thank you for the heart, me, Taylor. Speak to yourself honestly. Oh, Annie, I am so sorry. That is so cool, Lauren. So don't be afraid to tell yourself or own up to how you're really feeling. Sometimes we try to hide our own emotions from ourselves the most. And I know that may sound a little weird because you're like, well, I'm living inside my body. I know what I'm thinking and feeling. But if you think about it, again, going back to what I was saying, like when you try to stop an emotion or deny something, like you're trying to hide it from yourself, you're like, no, I really didn't. So then you miss what was happening. You miss where the source was. I'm so glad they did, Annie, but I am so sorry that happened. So So be honest with yourself about what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and don't be afraid of the answer. The answer that you get is not one of judgment. It's not one that's supposed to make you feel bad. It's just, like I said on Monday night, it's just a piece of information that is there to help you make a better choice. Oh, Megan, I'm so glad it's resonating. And so I'll use the example from the other night too. So if you find yourself attracted to avoidant people, hello, me as an emotional Pisces person, don't be afraid to dive into, well, why? Well, my why is because of my parents. I didn't really get a lot of attention unless it was negative, and I didn't get a lot of attention consistently. And when I did get attention, it was, a dopamine hit. That's what's happening when you are in some sort of relationship with an avoidant. It's just like dopamine hits here and there, and you get addicted to that. You start chasing it. You're like, you're so low while they're not giving you attention, and then when they do, you're like, oh, this is the best thing ever. So don't be afraid. The point of that whole story is don't be afraid to look into, like, well, where is it coming from? Again, it's not to make you feel bad. It's not a judgment. It's just there to be like, all right, here's how you can change it, because now you see where it's coming from. Now you understand why you're doing it. Oh, hang on. Is it really, Lauren? That's really cool. I'm now designing a nature program with a co-teacher who is a spiritual person. She's a Pisces. I love that, Annie. That is so cool. Let's go up into the throat, because now I feel like we need to address something about speaking. Really? I think so, Annie. I mean, not to say that spirit made that necessarily happen, but I definitely think that it was divinely timed. Maybe it like opened up something for you for that to happen. Does that make sense? I definitely feel like there was spiritual work at play there. I just don't want people to think the universe is going to do bad stuff to you, you know? All right, up in the throat is what I'm feeling. It's in Oxford, England, and Trevor is from London. I get really confused about the whole UK thing. I get really, really confused. So Oxford, England, Trevor is from London. So they're two separate cities, right? Both collectively in the UK, what's considered the United Kingdom. Thank you for consenting, Patricia. I give myself permission to speak my truth without fear of being overwhelmed by emotion. Thank you for the dolphin, Patricia. Oh, I love that. So let's say it again. I give myself permission to speak my truth about what I feel without being overwhelmed by emotion. If I start to feel overwhelmed by emotion, I'm going to take a big deep breath in, and I'm going to let it out. And I'm going to let myself express what I need to express. Oh, Rebecca. No, I get it. And the more that you do it, the better you're going to get at it. So it's not going to come out perfect. It's not. You may have snot bubbles, just crying. You may stutter. You may find yourself losing your words, but keep going. If you feel called to let it out, keep going. Oxford. No. I'm not saying you. I'm saying no about me. And then what's the other one that the princes went to? Cambridge? Nah, not for that either. And thank you for sharing, Rebecca. I let my words flow out of my throat chakra. I let my throat chakra be free. It's literally like a plug that we're pulling out of the throat. pulling out the plug from the throat chakra. I'm sorry, it's hot in here and my hair is stuck to my face. It's driving me insane. I give myself the gift of free speech, free flowing speech. Thank you, Michelle. I got it off Amazon. I don't remember the seller, but I got it off Amazon. I'm watching Sharks on Discovery right now. Clearing out the throat a bit more. I want you to envision like the bluest waterfall ever coming out of your throat, and it flows into the most beautiful blue, like lagoon type thing down at the bottom. So let it flow out. Let this beautiful water flow out of your throat. You give me the gift of self-transformation and speaking up. Annie, that is the best compliment ever. I am so happy for you. Do you mind if I take a picture of that? Oh, Annie. When you're ready, I have something I think that would be really amazing for you. And thank you. Let me see if I can do I always do it the wrong way. Hang on. Amazing for you. And thank you. Let me see if I can do I always do it the wrong way. Hang on. See, I did it the wrong way. Hang on. There we go. Maybe one more for good measure. All right. I always press the wrong button, but anyway, hang on, the light's messed up. So Annie, what I have is, again, when you're ready, it is a month-long package with weekly divine channels. So what I'm doing is I'm just speaking like how I'm speaking here now, but it's just pure energy healing. So I'm not distracted by comments and we're chatting and things like that. So it's just pure channel, pure divine channel that I'm hearing to get you in alignment. So I do that once a week, about 5 to 7 minutes. And I mean, don't be fooled by the duration, because I mean, when it's just 5 to 7 minutes of just pure channel for your own energy, it's like having an hour-long session in that time. And then we check in once a week with each other. You can message me throughout the week to check in, tell me what you're needing, tell me what's shifting, ask questions. So whenever you're ready for that, I have that open too. And I think that would be really cool for you, especially if you have a busier schedule. And for anyone who resonates with that right now, it is open. If you want the link for it, send me a DM that you want the link for that magical month of channels. It is 111 to have me for a month in your pocket. Yes, and the channels can be like energetic slaps in the most loving, consensual way, by the way. I mean, they're not going to play around. I mean, that's not what any of this energy healing is about. You're so welcome, Annie. We don't play around here. Like, what are we doing here if we're playing around? So if you're ready to really knock some shit open, I'm your gal. Here we are. If you're really ready to see who you truly are, who you are in your soul, what is in alignment with your energy and your soul, that's what I'm here for. I see into your soul. I see your truest essence. That's what I do. Rebecca, you're fine. Oh, Lauren, that is so cool. 111 is a really, I mean, they're all divine numbers, but I mean, that's just like a very angelic number. Like the angels are around and they're near and they're waiting for you and they're trying to comfort you and push you forward and put you on your highest timeline. I give myself permission to be completely open and honest throughout my throat chakra. I mean, honestly, I started my accelerated healing when I connected with you, Annie, and it's only gotten faster. Like the last time that you and I met, I worked very differently. So get ready to like experience something times 100 what you did. Seriously. It's really morphed and adapted since then. We're going to shift just a little bit. It still has to do with confidence, but we're going to get a little more ethereal, if you will. I allow myself to open up completely and fully and surely, like I'm sure about it, to the divine. I open myself up, like literally seeing a portal within you open up. And Rebecca's going to be like, oh my God, a portal? What are you about to do? Nothing. It's fine. Chill out. I open myself honestly, completely, and surely to the universe right here, right now. I let myself be stripped of any of my conditions, stripped of anything that I feel like weighs me down. I am stripped of any of my preconceived notions. I knew you were going to think it though, Rebecca. Annie, I do remember that. I am so sorry. I am so sorry about that. It's so colorful and warm. I love that. The divine told me to get gummy sharks. I love it. So I am completely, openly authentic with the universe right here, right now. I definitely hope she's doing well, Annie. And I know that she, helped you in a lot of ways, like realize some things. But yeah, I think I had said in my tarot readings, right, that we had together, that I felt like she was more of like a growth person. Does that make sense? Like she was good for the moment. I think that's what I said at some points. Yeah, I thought I did. I was like, yeah, I feel her warmth and I feel how she's helping you open up, but she might just be a stepping stone. Sometimes people are just stepping stones, and that's not a bad thing. Sometimes we're just meant to be moments for people. Oh, 4 peach rings sounds so good. I do too. I love peach rings. So I give myself complete honesty here between me and the universe. Let your energy start to flow. I mean, you're already flowing in the universe, but start to become more cognizant of it, more aware of how your energy and the universe is intertwined and connected. You're so welcome, Annie. There are so many times. No, Annie, it's okay. It's not about I'm not offended if someone doesn't believe what I say, in the least. I'm really not. It's not about that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to make you believe me. I'm just here to tell you what the universe says. I'm just here to tell you what you need to know. And even me as a healer, I have my own healers who will tell me things, and maybe I'm just not ready to do it. Maybe I'm not ready to accept it because I'm still human, right? And that's just what the journey is. Just because I say something or another healer says something, it doesn't always mean that that's what you have to do right there in that moment. Maybe that's part of your journey, is that you have to then realize that outside of the reading. Does that make sense? So yeah, I need to snip that and post that. I think that would help a lot of people when they go have their own energy healings and their own readings. Oh, Lauren, I think you guys are connecting spiritually. So again, letting your energy flow into the universe, becoming more cognizant of how connected you are, how divine you really are, how limitless you really are. You're fine, Annie. You're fine. No, I love it. I feel like people needed to hear that because I don't think that's anything I've ever said before, anything I've hit on before. But really and truly, again, like if you have a reading with me or have a session with me and I say I think you need to do this and you don't go do it, that's okay, because that may mean it's part of the journey that you have to self-actualize. You have to go do that on your own time, and keep it tucked in the back of your brain for when it's time. Trust me, I am not infallible. Do I do things a bit differently than most people because of the work I do? Yes. Do I make decisions a little differently? Do I do things a bit faster than most people? Yes. But I'm still human, and sometimes I still get caught up on people. Sometimes I still get caught up on fuckboys. It happens, you know? We're human. It's gonna happen from time to time. Sometimes it comes on later, but I always go, oh, that's what Carolyn meant. See, I love it. And sometimes the universe maybe gives the message in a little bit of a mysterious way. You're like, oh, what the fuck does that mean? And it's not until the moment comes, you're like, oh, that was it. I get it now. I know, and Lauren, I kept feeling it too, right? In your candles, and I'm like, what is this? And then we get it today. You figured it out. Rebecca. Do you have any advice for those with mental spirals? Do you mean like in terms of how to deal, or like in terms of like, should they be like messing around with spirituality? Because I kind of have an answer for both. Just let me know, or if you want both, I don't know. Oh, Lauren, that makes total sense. So I guess I can just start with the first. Like if you're someone, like grounding yourself, yeah. So if you don't know, I am someone who has dealt with so much anxiety. I mean, like crippling anxiety. Like I couldn't move forward in life. So I would spiral a lot. I would be like, oh my God, things aren't going how they're supposed to go. And I'd be like, I'm not getting anywhere. So I've been there, done that. I have many of the t-shirts. So my favorite way to ground is to literally get yourself outside first. Get your feet on the ground, sit in the peace, start listening to nature. Start listening to the sounds around you. Connect with the sunshine, get some sun on your face, put your feet in the dirt. And if you can, I know some people it can be a little bit hard depending on what you're dealing with. Some people I wouldn't recommend meditation to, but if you have dealt with something similar to me, like anxiety, if that's what you're talking about, meditate. Start trying to meditate. And you don't have to go a long time. Start with 3 to 5 minutes. And I would also incorporate my favorite stone. I don't have it in front of me, or my favorite grounding stone rather, is black tourmaline. I don't have a piece of it here right now. I have a piece of obsidian, but not a piece of black tourmaline. I don't know where my big tourmaline is. Literally hold that, because what black tourmaline does is it helps block out all the noise in your mind, all the things bouncing around in your mind, and it makes you feel safe. It makes you feel like you have a guard dog. It makes you feel like you have an alarm system. I mean, it makes you feel like you are seriously like in the safest place you could ever be. Carnelian's a nice one too, but if you want aggressive grounding, get you a piece of black tourmaline and start meditating. Let your mind wander. Let the universe come in and like wander with you and start untangling. So you don't have to go into meditation with a mission at first. Just let yourself start to get familiar with how you're feeling, what's inside of your body, when is it happening, what's going on when it starts happening. Does that make sense? It really is. I love that, Lauren. Walking a mile, yes. Annie, you're teaching your students that? I love it. Oh, I love that. Yeah, definitely recommend. Thank you for following, Brianna. Definitely recommend a piece of black tourmaline. Like, it's just that stone that makes you feel so safe and secure if things just don't make a lot of sense. If you feel like there's just a lot of negativity around you. Incredible stone. Oh, Lauren, I bet it was. I bet it was. That just reminded me, I guess I'll tell you this story. I don't know why I feel compelled. Maybe someone else needs to hear it too. Everything's divine timing, right? So some of you may not know, I had a cat in college who ended up living with my parents because he was so motion sick, so traveling wasn't very good for him. Anyway, so he ended up passing away. And the day that his ashes got delivered to me, there was this squirrel. I mean, we have tons of squirrels in the backyard, right? There was this squirrel who came down off the tree and onto the steps at our back door. This is at my house that I had in New Jersey. And he just looked at me, was just staring at me like this, like with his head turned. And I noticed the mail truck go by, but I'm not thinking about it. The mail truck goes by in front of the house and the squirrel just keeps staring at me. And I start walking towards it and he's not moving. And I get like really close. I'm like, this is really weird that this squirrel is not moving. And just stares and stares and stares. And then the mail truck drives off and the squirrel gets spooked and just like runs. And I really felt like that was him telling me, hey, I'm here. And he was. It was just like the weirdest experience I'd ever had with a squirrel. So I don't know why I felt compelled to share that. Lauren's story kind of reminded me of it, but also I think maybe someone needs to hear that and just remember to take it slow. Look for the signs. They're always there. Yeah, I was like, what the heck? On the fence, it flew right in front of me. I love that, Lauren. Oh, let me remind everyone again. Don't forget the full moon. I almost said in carnelian because someone said carnelian earlier. The full moon in Capricorn is tomorrow. So if you are ready to take your life by the horns and step into that ambitious, confident energy and start calling the shots in your life, instead of thinking, oh, well, can I do that? You're like, I'm just going to start doing it. I'm gonna start making shit happen. Link is in the bio to grab your intention candle. It'll be in my link tree. The link is the, can't talk, full moon Capricorn link. So get your candle, put your intention in the note at checkout. So however you want to take your life by the horns, you want more confidence, you want to start a business, however you want that to look. Link is in the bio so we can send out your intention under the full moon, utilize that power of the moon magic, utilize that power of candle and fire magic, which is a rapid form of magic. We have people get results in as little as 24 hours. We have people get answers in as little as 24 hours. And as always, I read your energy to give you some direction, give you some help, give you some feedback. That's really cool, Rebecca. I have tons of dragonflies. I guess they're dragonflies in my backyard. I wish nothing bundt cake was over. What is that? I don't know what that is. Is that, it's called nothing bundt cake? Ooh, my shoulder just cracked. I don't know if you heard it. I have loved my candle ceremony time with you, Annie. I have too. I got an answer with my candle finding out my baby was a boy. I love it. Rebecca. No, what are you guys talking about? Is it it's a store called Nothing Bundt Cake? Oh, that's just... that pun is just amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of it. So is it just like a bakery? I don't know. Okay, so you're in Kansas, she's in Georgia, I'm in the middle. Where the hell's the store at? What are you talking about? I don't know. I guess it just skipped me. I don't know. Get it for your mom for Mother's Day? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Because I'm literally in between Lauren and Rebecca. I live in the middle. And I've never heard of this. But we don't really have anything. I don't think you guys understand. I'm like in bumfuck nowhere. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Like, there's nothing here. There's a Hardee's, and it's gross. It's salty. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Yeah, we really don't have a lot here. Like, we have like the more common chains. Well, not here in this town, but like in the surrounding towns, like Chili's and Olive Garden, and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe they're just not here yet. There's probably, I bet if there was one, it would probably be like in Fayetteville or Little Rock or Conway, something like that, but not here. Thank you for the roses, LMA. Yeah, I bet they do. I've just never heard it. I've never heard anyone talk about it since I've been here. So I don't know. Gonna have to check that out. Okay, so I see gold going up each side of the throat now, so we need to address something else more deeply in the throat. Where, Rebecca? Where? Thank you for the heart puff, LMA. Yeah, I don't know. And before that, I was in New Jersey. I've only been here like 4 months. And I haven't really been like, asking people like, where do you go to eat? Like, I don't know. All right, so the gold I see going up the sides of the throat looks like it's supercharging the throat, supercharging that energy around the throat, so you can start speaking more freely, start speaking without fear of judgment, start speaking with confidence, start speaking with, instead of holding something back here and be like, what I need to say really is important to the movement of my life. If I'm going to move forward or not, if I take a chance or not. So instead of thinking of it like, oh, I'm too scared to say it, you start thinking of it like, well, if I don't say it, then I might miss a chance. Or I might, how do I really want to phrase this? It might be let's flip it. Let's flip it. Instead of I might miss a chance, it might be the best thing I've ever done. How about that? Lauren. So if I don't speak up, or I should speak up because it might be the best thing I've ever done. Such a slight shift in thinking and phrasing makes all the difference. I'm going to let myself speak my mind, speak my emotions, speak my thoughts, speak what's flowing in my heart, because it might be the best thing that I've ever done. Wait, did you name the locations, Rebecca? I didn't see them. Can you do it again? I don't know. Did you say anything? Was it the cities I named? All right, so how do we feel about that? I want to check in before we move more deeply into that. How do we feel about, I should speak my mind, I should speak my truth, because it may be the best thing I've ever done. I felt that was really tugging at the heart. They have a s'mores one and I want it. That sounds good. Do they have anything like fruity? I like fruit stuff. Like peach, strawberry, blueberry, blackberry. I mean, like, I like chocolate, but if there's like something fruit flavored, I'll pick that over something chocolate. Wait, yes to what I was saying, like as in the cake flavor, or the if I say it might be the best thing I've ever done thing. So bad at vocalizing my emotions to my LMA. Ooh, lemon sounds so good. Yes, Annie, yes. LMA, I totally get it. Here's the thing. So I know there's like this fear of like one being a bother and like, well, what if it like makes things end? And I get that fear. You don't want the people you love and care about to leave. But the right people aren't going to leave. And there's some nuance there. I know everything has nuance. Everything you talk about has nuance. But the right people are going to try to understand. They're not just going to run away. They're not going to just be like, oh, that's so stupid. The right people are not going to do that. So you should feel free to speak your truth, speak about what you need, speak about what's going on, and advocate for yourself. Be like, this is what I'm needing. Because it's your life that's on the line. It's how you're living that's on the line. So start to think of it in terms of that instead of in terms of, well, I might be a bother. Like, it's my happiness that's on the line if I don't say something. Brianna, oh my goodness. End up yelling. Do you feel like that's what you had to do when you were a kid? Like that's the only way you were heard? I'm just curious. Oh, Lauren, I know. Well, I get that. I get that to an extent. And I'm not saying that there aren't times that I don't say something because I'm like, it's just not worth disturbing the peace. Like the stakes aren't that high. And they're not high enough that I feel like I should disturb the peace. But as adults, we can't really be in trouble, right? Like we're adults. We're our own autonomous beings. So another adult is not allowed to make me feel like I'm in trouble for saying what I think. You get what I mean? Like that's preposterous. Oh, Brianna, that makes a lot of sense. I think that throat work we were just doing will really help with that. So you can just be like, my words flow out. They flow like water. They are seen. They are heard. They are strong without having to yell. For me, I yell because I'm emotional about it. And I was shown it by my mom yelling. Yeah, no, I get that. Totally. Ditto what Carolyn just said. Another adult is not allowed to make us feel like we're in trouble. Exactly. Like, it's just a weird concept. And I get it. I'm not saying anyone's silly for thinking that or feeling that. Not at all, because I have been there. I get it. But we need to flip the script and be like, I am an adult and I'm allowed to have my feelings. I'm allowed to express. It's healthy to express. And if another adult cannot handle that, that's not my problem. That's not on me to fix. They need to be an adult as well and figure out how to handle it too. Exactly, Annie. Yeah. Oh, Lauren, I am so sorry. Yeah. I mean, we have to remember too, and again, even if this is true, what I'm about to say, it's still not on you to figure it out. We're each responsible for our own healing. But some people just don't have the capacity to handle anybody else's stuff. They just don't have it. So they might react, they might lash out, they might try to make you feel like you're the problem because they just don't have the bandwidth. There's no space for them to hold anything else. But again, that's not right for them to then make you feel like the problem when it's really a capacity issue for them. Another truly adult I can't read. Another truly mature adult hears without feeling attacked by another's feelings. Exactly, Annie. Exactly. That's what we should all be doing. Trying to practice, trying to do. Thank you, Jen. Welcome in. Like, one of the things I try to do, and some people may think it's sarcastic. I can think of someone who probably thinks it's sarcastic, and it's not. It's really not. But I try to put in somewhere when I'm like really expressing some strong feelings. I try to be like, you know, you can do what you want to because you're an adult, but this is what I feel. This is what I think about what happened. So I try to like give some validation. Be like, you know, you're allowed to do what you want, but this is what I think is up. You get what I mean? Annie, I love that. That is so awesome. I love that for you guys. The only thing that makes me feel bad is the way that I react when I yell or act out. So now when I do it, I'll wait for the other comment. But I think I get what you're saying now, because I was very reactive too. I apologize. That's good that you see it though and you apologize. I was very reactive too when I was growing up, because again, it was a lot of emotional volatility. A lot. I was very burned out. When I finally started doing my healing, I was like, why do I feel like a bag of mush? Like my nervous system was burned out for the majority of my life. But anyway, I was very reactionary because that's all I knew. That's all I knew how to do. That was the only way I got heard. So I feel you on that. I get it. But the fact that you're cognizant of it now gives you such a leg up to change it. One of the friends has shown up in 2 of my dreams. I feel like they're probably thinking about you too, because when that happens and it feels like they're there. This live has been so great. I'm so glad you've enjoyed it, Rain. I'll definitely repost this one. I gotta get some downloaded. But I have had a similar experience with a friend recently. I had to cut contact with them because they have some things going on. And it's just best. Like there's no wrong or right on either end. It's just best that we don't have contact. But anyway, I saw her in a dream because I didn't get to tell her why I had to do it. And it was like, it felt so real. I woke up and I was like, oh my God, she's here. And then I woke, and then I really came to, I was like, oh shit, that was a dream. But like I hugged her and I told her like what happened, and it just like, our souls were totally connected. So I feel like we were thinking about each other and we really did connect. And we've always been kind of in tune with each other like that too. So I wouldn't be surprised if she had a similar dream. So that's to say, I definitely do feel like when you have a dream that feels really real about meeting with someone, that you really are connecting in the spirit realm. If people are committed to misunderstanding you, let them. Love that quote. Yeah, I do too. Oh, Lauren. I go months without dreaming, then when I do dream, it's not a nice one. And I tried to connect with one of my spirit guides. Well, Brianna, I'm so sorry. I think it would be good for you to start meditating before bed. Like you don't have to meditate in silence. I always meditate with music. Meditate with some relaxing music. Maybe find a YouTube video to like connect with your spirit guide. There's some really good ones out there. I don't have any linked right now, but there's some pretty good ones. Try doing that before bed and see if your dreams start shifting. Oh my gosh, hang on. Okay. Are we ready to go into the hips? I feel and see the hips are just blaring red. We need to open something up down here. Rain, I should find the one that I used a while back. It's been years, actually, when I say a while back. I have no concept of time. I think that has to do with a touch of ADHD. My concept of time gets very warped, but anyway, that's neither here nor there, really. You're so welcome, Brianna. But I found one on YouTube where I met my spirit guide, and his name was just John, and I was like, John? What a boring name. But John looks a little bit like Jesus, like a mix between Jesus and someone you would see at Woodstock, like back in the 60s. He's kind of cool. Oh, Lauren, 11:11. It is 10:11 here because I'm an hour behind now. All right, going into the hips. So let's bring in some warmth to the hips. I got the name Aurelia, so I'm gonna try and connect with her. That's so cool. Yeah, I have a few other guides I don't really have names for, but they like have a face to me. They have a look to them. Like I have some guides that look like Greek statues, and they're massive, like huge, like 200, 300 feet tall. And then I have John. Yeah, I have like a mixture of guides. Listen, the first spirit guide I ever met was named Paul. I love it. Well, I also think too, you know, they give us the names that we can process the best. They give us the imagery that we can process the best. So maybe that's not like their truest form, because sometimes like they'll morph and they'll change as we meet them, you know, get more familiar with them. But I think sometimes there's just things that our human brains can't process. So you'll get a name like John or Paul, and you'll be like, okay, like this ethereal being that's like, you know, as old as time chose the name John. Thank you, Annie. I love it. No, he's a really cool looking dude, very laid back looking. I have always felt the spirit of a man around me for as long as I can remember. I was like, this is weird. I feel like there's this guy that's just always around me, always taking care of me. And then I met him and I'm like, oh, that was you. Well, Todd's not real. Well, the name Todd, I get what you're saying. I was thinking like a guide. So Todd, I mean, is a guide in a sense, but he's everyone's guide. And that was Irene that named him. Brian, welcome in. How are you? I did my birth chart on ChatGPT. That was crazy. What did it say? Welcome in. We are going into the hips right now, so we're going to bring in some warmth. Oh, what do you really want? So down in the hips, down in the... Sorry, there's something stuck in my nail and it is driving me bananas. I'm about to lose it. So down in the sacral chakra, down in the hips, that's where we store passion. That's where we store desire. That's where we store that like silky, sensual, you know, unreserved confidence. And I feel like we need to bust that wide open, and you need to bring forward, what do you really want? What kind of passion do you really want to experience in life? What kind of feeling do you really want to lead your life? Opening that up in the hips right now. I am not afraid. I am not embarrassed to let my passion be open. I am not afraid to let my passion be visible. I am not afraid to lead with my passion. Really, Lauren? Huh? Let the passion open. Let the passion travel up your body, all the way up. So many things I couldn't wrap my head around. And then it told me a story about one of my past lives. I have gone on a past life journey where I would just meditate every night. I have lived a lot of past lives, but in every one of them, so there's this theme. I'll try to tell the story quickly, but as we keep pulling this passion up, keep letting the passion, the fiery passion burn, burn, burn all the way up the body. Keep leaning into, what do I want? What do I really want to feel? How do I want to feel? How do I want other people to make me feel when I meet them? How do I want other people to make me feel in a relationship? Keep letting that burn. So there has been a lot of loss in my family. There was a very tragic murder in my family. I am named after the woman who was murdered, who was my grandmother. Never got to meet her. But when I traveled through these past lives, we were always losing one of us. So we have been like, we have switched roles. Like, you know, my mother's been my sister, my grandmother's been my mother. Like, we have like traded roles throughout past lives. And we always lose one another in some way, in some tragic way. Like in one of my past lives, I was in a truck with my grandfather and we drove off a bridge on accident. So I was traveling through my past lives to figure out like what was this pain, and we just kept reliving loss over and over. And I think I went back far enough that it's finally like healed. It's finally got its acknowledgement. It's finally got its recognition. But you can do that. You can sit back in meditation and just ask to start traveling through your past lives. Where do you need to go? Now, again, just let it flow. Let the pieces come through. Take a piece of information, move on. Take a piece of information, move on. Because it can be really easy for your mind to start trying to paint a picture for you and create a story for you. So there's this very fine line between getting these pieces of accurate information about your past life and then your mind trying to fill in the gaps. It could be, Lauren, yeah. So I don't really listen to meditations per se. What I like is like what I have going right now, which is frequency music. That's what I like to play when I'm meditating. So it just like can let my brain shut down a little bit and get me into that meditative state faster. And I like to try to keep it on one song if possible. So I try to find a really long one. So I have like this steady, even bass to work from, if that makes sense. Yeah, Rebecca, that's really cool when you meet somebody and you're like, damn, I have like known you for a long time. Not one of those where like, oh, do I know you from somewhere? You're like, no, I know you in the wildest way. I've had that happen. All right, so letting the passion keep flowing. I am no longer afraid. Why is this coming through? I mean, it makes sense why it's coming through, but I am no longer afraid to let my freak flag fly. There's a lot of, this has been happening all week. A lot of like sexual innuendo coming through all week, a lot of sassiness around it coming through all week. Hey, if it's what we need, it's what we need. So let your freak flag fly. Allowing your mind to pass thoughts like weather. Yes, it really is. Yeah. I know, Rebecca. He is just he's so naturally in tuned. It just, I'm like, how? Damien, Jens. Let it. Because what you want really may not be quote unquote so freaky, but we're a society that like tries to suppress so much desire, that we start to like look at ourselves as freaks when we're really not. Like a lot of what we're experiencing is normal. It's what other people are experiencing, and we need to talk about it. We need to normalize that we are sexual beings. Like, how else did we get here? Did we just appear? No. We arrived through passion and sensuality. Like, hello. But we try to hide it like it doesn't happen. Leela, welcome in. How are you? I said, why do I know you, but I know you? Aw, Annie, you're gonna grieve her. I get it. And especially with a relationship like that, you're not just grieving what was, You're grieving what you hoped could have been because of the feelings you had together. Those are some of the hardest fucking relationships to get over, okay? When you go just far enough where you like, you know, you have kind of a good idea, but you like, you were still dreaming about the future. You were starting to paint a picture of the future. Like, those are some of the hardest ones to get over, because you're like, man, this could have been, and it wasn't. Like, why couldn't you let it be? Those are really irritating. I get it. So you're grieving everything, not just the present, but the future that could have been. We came in the cabbage patch by the stork. Yes. The stork did drop us off. I was incorrect. I'm sorry. And when you know they were from a past life, yep. I know the feeling. I know it all too well. You're so welcome, Annie. But again, you know, sometimes we're just meant to be stepping stones at times, or people for us are meant to be stepping stones, even if we want it to be something more really bad. I know. And especially in this work that I do, listen, I can't be Captain Save-A-Ho as bad as I want to be. I so want to be, but I can't be Captain Save-A-Ho. I can't be a healer ho, but I still have those thoughts from time to time. I'm like, I see the potential. I see your soul, and I don't get why you won't see it. I don't get why you just won't do it. I'm here for it. I understand it. But you cannot spend your life trying to save people who don't want to be saved. Oh, Leela, I am so sorry. But I understand that. You've got to do what's best. Speaking of relationships, I realized I was overthinking mine. Still with my BF, and my inflammation is down because it was other things. Damien, that's awesome. And thank you for following, Brian. I know one of my past lives was in Stirling, Scotland. That is so cool. Ooh, ow. You guys probably heard that. All right, how are we feeling in the hips? I feel like we still need to open up just a little bit more. So opening up a bit more. I'm not afraid to let my passion be seen. I'm not afraid to show other people my passion more intimately. Went to a group past lives meditation years ago, and all I could see was me running through the woods. It was a lot of things built up that I projected onto my relationship because it was easier. That makes sense, Damien. It does. And you know what? At the time, maybe that's what you needed to do, to separate yourself, to have some space so that you could see that and then come back with a more regulated nervous system, come back more calmly. Does that make sense? One of them was my fear of the relationship and how real it was. Oh, Damien, are you an avoidant? Are you a little avoidant? Uh-oh. I knew it. I knew it. I attract the avoidance. What can I say? It's an affair that will never end. No, it's all right. Another avoidant. What can I say? We love each other. We love the game that we play with each other. Seriously. I'm not playing a game as your healer. I'm talking about in a more personal sense. Like, you will be attracted more to us emotional people as I'm attracted to the avoidant people. Like, we like the game we play with each other. And then we get each other and then we're like, ugh, you suck. Yes, Annie, yep. And it's okay. This is a safe space to admit it. We're all here to heal. We are all here to see ourselves. We are not here to judge. We're here to make fun of it too a little bit, make light of it. Oh, Damien. Oh, yeah. And I'm very much swimming in my emotional Pisces waters. Yeah. Yep. And I have very much been an anxious attacher in my life. I have. It happens. But yeah, I healed things within myself in the relationship. Death wasn't the problem. That is awesome that you had that realization. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. It's pancakes again. Thank you for sharing. Every time you come in here, I'm like, what is that emoji? And it's pancakes with butter. Nicholas, welcome in. How are you? I'm anxious attachment Aquarius with a Scorpio avoidant. Ooh. I am good. How are you? It kind of looks like a biscuit, so sometimes I'm like, is that a biscuit or is it a stack of pancakes? Because I'm blind, like guys, I'm blind, okay? I'm real blind, so to see the detail on that, I have to be like all up in the screen. I do too. I had biscuits and gravy and bacon the other day because I wanted breakfast, so I made myself breakfast for dinner. I do want pancakes. I was called chicken. That doesn't look anything like chicken. I was pretty anxious, but for some reason, the minute they start wanting me, I become a little avoidant. Leela, that's the game we play as anxious attachers and avoidant attacher. Well, an avoidant doesn't really attach. Avoidant chases. I think my moon may be hitting me hard. I'm a Capricorn. Well, yeah. Jackie, it's your moon tomorrow. You're probably gonna feel really on one, definitely tomorrow. Also, I'm a Sagittarius and my BF is a Leo, so I think we are scared of how high the flames burned. Ooh. Leos are a personality. They are a force to be reckoned with. And a so I'm a Pisces double Sag, so I really fight between water and fire. So I understand the Sagittarius side of it very well. And Leos, Leos can be hard for us to deal with because they just like, they are center stage, they know it all, they're so charismatic, and you're sitting there like, I get it. We call biscuits and gravy favorite breakfast. I love that. God help us if we have a kid who is an Aries. Oh, The running emoji is so accurate. Yes, you're in for it. You are in for it. I will pray for you to all the gods I can think of, all the gods I can find, if you have an Aries baby. Them Aries ain't nothing to mess with either. All right. Don't forget, again, tomorrow is I almost said full moon in Leo. It's not. It's a full moon in Capricorn. So if you're ready to take your life by the horns and you're ready to call the shots, link is in the bio. Capricorn full moon. We will be here tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for that ceremony. Get your intention candle. Seriously, this is the moon to take your life by the horns. If you're like, I'm done with all the shit, I'm calling the shots now, I'm getting what I want, tomorrow is your night. Link in the bio. I love Virgos, Jordan. Virgos are some of my favorite because I'm disorganized chaos and Virgos tend to be very organized. So Virgos keep me whipped in shape. I love them. That's one of the signs that I literally just like oogle over. I'm like, oh my God, I love you so much. Yeah, I get a little obsessed with Virgos. I'm like, please just come organize my life and tell me what to do. Oh, I've had some experience with an Aries here recently and a Leo. Woo. I've been put through the ringer, y'all. Gemini married to a Leo. How is that? I have a Leo boy and a Scorpio girl. Ooh, they are gonna test each other. I fall for peace, My daughter organizes my whole house. I love it. My mom is a Scorpio, dad is a Capricorn, and I'm a Taurus. Oh, fall for... Do you mean Pisces? Are you trying to spell Pisces? I got you. I figured it out. I got it now. Yeah. Us Pisces definitely can tend to have a very natural sensuality. Sometimes we don't even recognize it. I didn't for a long time, and I'd be like, why do you like me? Like, I don't get it. So sometimes we have this very unintentional attractiveness about us that can be kind of intense. I get it. I get it. All right, let me start tucking you in. What kind of burrito do you want to be? You can be anything you want to be. Facts, or they say you're flirting. No, I was being nice. Yeah. I think I talked about that one night. It's like, if you think I'm being flirty with you, I'm probably just being normal. And if you think I'm weird, I'm probably flirting. Miserably. My dad is a chill one. I love that. Bean and cheese, yum. Beef burrito, burrito. Thank you for the follow, Amanda. Welcome in. You can be anything you want to be. My mom and I are not so much. And I just snorted. Just because I know you, and it cracks me up. Like, I know like how feisty you are. All right, sealing you in. Don't forget, we'll be here tonight. We're already here. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Get your candle, link in bio. Take your life by the horns. Call the shots. Just do it. So, I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night. Hey, Rebecca, it's coming, okay? You can't rush divine timing. Good night.